Yo, I want to talk about Zatu, a UK games retailer that ships internationally. And if you've watched this video of mine where I build 4 draft decks out of 12 packs of Thunder Junction that I opened, or this one where I did something similar but this time tried to see if it was possible to build a full and legal commander deck instead, then you know that Zatu are not a sponsor of mine. They messaged me like 6-ish months ago asking if they could send me a gift, and I said sure, but no promises that I'll cover whatever it is they send or even mention their name if I do. I mean, these are my videos, I'm not letting anyone else have any review or control over what I say. But then, they sent me a full draft box of the latest set at the time, and I thought that was so cool that I said thank you to them in the video. And then, had no further communication. They didn't tell me what they thought, I got no emails from them, they didn't even leave a comment or anything, so I kind of shrugged and moved on, which is fine, that's how I wanted it. So imagine my surprise when this turns up. Last time they gave me a heads up that they were sending something. This time, again, they didn't email me. I didn't know that this was coming, and I certainly had no idea what could be inside. Hell, the only reason I even know it's from Zatu is because of the tape over the box. Spoilers for in a minute when I get Mr. Hands to open it, but there's no note in there. There's no, I don't know, letter, feedback, instructions, well wishes, there's nothing. Even now, at time of recording, they have not messaged me, which is fine, just unusual behaviour from a company, I think. But I'm not gonna moan. Free stuff, baby. And hey, to any other companies out there that want to send me free stuff, feel free, but I'll tell you now that I may not feature it in a video, and if I do, I may not shout you out. And that's the same thing that I told Zatu the first time they sent me something, and I would have said it again this time, had they emailed me, which they didn't. So thank you, Zatu. I see from your website that you have a summer sale on at the minute with up to 70% off of things like board games, minis and Lego. That seems like a lot. I think you guys might be crazy, but I'm here for it. Now, let's zoom in so that my dear assistant Mr. Hands can open up that box. And with any luck, he won't make any mistakes or forget to take pictures this time. Okay, and let's remove that filling. Oh wow, god damn, look at that. Zoom in. Jesus, that is not 1 but 2 Modern Horizons 3 bundles. Take them out for me? I mean, wow again. Thank you, Zatu. This set was not cheap. I had honestly given up on the idea of getting any, so this is sick. Now let's see that bundle. Okay, it comes with 9 play boosters. Show me the back. So we get 15 foil and 15 non-foil lands, a spin-down life counter dice, an alt-art power balance, a storage box, and 2 reference cards. Okay, let me see the other one. Picture of Tamio, RIP. Oh, and look, this bundle is the gift edition. Interesting, okay, what does that mean? Show me the back. Oh, it's all the same stuff, but this one includes a Modern Horizons 3 collector booster. Good to know. Let's zoom back out. So, what am I going to do with these? I don't really want to open both of them now. I think people usually get one or the other, so opening both wouldn't be reflective of most people's experiences with getting a bundle. I think today I'll open the regular non-gift edition one, but that puts me in a weird spot because there's only 9 packs in there. Normally when doing a video like this, I open up 12 and play a game with them or try to build some decks, but 9 packs isn't really enough. And as you may remember from this video of mine on the set, another issue I have is that I don't play Modern, the format that this set was specifically designed for. So if I were to build a deck, it should probably be a Modern deck. But even if I had my usual amount of packs, which I don't play, so I wouldn't know what should or shouldn't go into a good Modern deck. One of my issues with Modern Horizons 3 was that I was priced out of playing it. So then I thought about what I should do, and do you know what? It was Wizards of the Coast themselves and how they do business that inspired an idea within me for this video. Nay, for all videos, and perhaps the future of YouTube itself. So please, let me proudly introduce myself as a pioneer of a new form of entertainment dubbed non-tent. Something I will gladly engage in here as I get Mr. Hands to open the packs and then do fuck all else. We'll look at the cards as normal, and then when it comes time to build a deck with them, we just won't. Because hey, this set is Modern Horizons 3. And if Wizards of the Coast can't be bothered to make modern decks for their modern set about the modern format, then why the fuck should we? Mr. Hands, if you could move that box onto our sorting table, thank you very much. And now, quite frankly, this is one of my favourite bits. Open that box. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Weirdly satisfying. And another point for paper magic, because this is something you just don't get in digital. I love it. Can you slide that out for me, please? Okay, sick. Thank you. I can see we have the storage box, and what's that on the top left? Oh, it's a poster. That's the 4 flip planeswalkers in the set. Nice. And on the other side? Ah, a bit of backstory. Though I like how Rouse just says discovery of his partner's betrayal. Yeah, you can say that again. Okay, show me the box. I mean, in fairness, it's just a box, but they always seem really good quality, they usually have pretty decent art, and I just really like a box. Now open it. Okay, I don't know what I was expecting there. But Mr. Hands, could you maybe turn it up the right way? Like how people normally open up things? Thank you. And there's the contents. I know it doesn't look like much, but that's storage space for quite a few decks, I suspect. Can you take all of that out for me, please? Okay, we have the packs, the reference cards, the land and all art card packaged together, and the inner packaging has a bunch of tokens and counters punched into it. That is cool. I like that they do that, gives a bit more purpose to the packaging and makes it feel less of a waste. Let's see those reference cards. Weird inclusions. Modern Horizons 3 is a premium set. I'm not sure who would buy this product and need reminders on the basic rules, but okay. One chunky spin down dice, very nice. I do always like the dice in these bundles, I've got a collection of them. Here's the pack with the lands, and Power Balance here is a good example of the power level of this set, because that's a very good card. Right, open those up and spread them out for me, please. Wow, okay. Those foils are actually gorgeous, and I really like the art on them too. Mr. Hands, can you show us the foiling on that island, please? Look at that. The card quality is good too. These are really nice. That looks great. And now for the 9 packs. Yeah, look at them. Okay, this is the good bit. So let's start things off with pack 1. Okay, first up on the left we have our 6 commons, then we have our wild cards and uncommons, our rare or mythic, the foil, the land, and the token. And already I can see a bunch of cards I want to talk about. First up, Foul Strike. For no reason other than look at the goddamn art on that. That bird's eyes are popping out like a Looney Tunes character. I'm not sure that cartoonishness fits in with Magic, but it's just so ridiculous I can't help but like it. But of course, I have different feelings about Glimpse the Impossible. This card is heartbreaking. As regular viewers will know, I am a massive nerd for Innistrad, and the story and events that this card represents still feels like a knife wound to me. I don't normally approve when a card depicting a plane has a different art style than that of the cards from the original set, but I am glad that the art here is illustrated in the way that it is, because I wouldn't want to see what is being depicted here in a more photorealistic way. Poor old Gazella. And speaking of having a thing for Innistrad, the spotlight card for this pack is of course the Creation of Avacyn. I've noticed a lot of support for a black and white Angels and Vampires deck in recent years, and I think that this card makes total sense for it, even though it doesn't strictly reference either of those creature types. It's very good still. Pack 2. And while I'm still riding that Innistrad train, check out Thraben Charm here. The latest in a long line of Choose One Charm instants, I suppose probably best known as the Guild Charms from Ravnica, though I believe that this is the first one set on Innistrad. Our spotlight card, however, is Strix Serenade, a single blue instant that's a take on the Theros card Swan Song, which does a similar thing. However, the reason that Strix Serenade is our spotlight card is because of that frame on the one that we pulled. Look at the top left, how the wing goes over the text box but under the text and is still perfectly readable. Thought went into the art and layout for this one, and I've noticed and I appreciate it. Pack 3. Ooh, hey, look at that! We've got a Collier of the Vast. Always nice to see popular commanders get a reprint. Though honestly, the new art is nice, I think I prefer the original. Our spotlight card, however, has to go to Skoa Ember Mage, because this is a legendary creature actually printed at common. There have been a few legendary creatures like Prismatic Piper printed with the common rarity symbol on the card in recent years, but those have all actually been their own special rarity, not truly common. No, we haven't seen a genuine common legendary creature since Legends came out way back in 1994, making Skoa here, oddly, quite the rare common indeed. Pack 4. And, well, what's going on there? Yeah, there. What do you mean you dropped them? You don't know what order they were in? So what, you just put them down in any old order? Jesus Christ, man, you haven't even put the land in the right place. I said no more mistakes. Ugh, goddamn, you are making me look unprofessional. Let's just move on. And you know what, let's not even waste any time. The spotlight card for this pack is Retrofitted Transmogrant, a callback to Razorlash Transmogrant and a black creature that brings itself back from the graveyard, like an old favourite of mine, Reassembling Skeletons, which will always hold a place in my heart as this was one of the cards that first got me into Magic. And Retrofitted Transmogrant is the type of card design that I'm always going to love. My name may be red, but my heart will always be black. Pack 5. And there is a lot of good picks here. Is the Spotlight card Wormcoil Lava and its reference to the popular Wormcoil engine? Is it going to be Horrific Assault in the same art style as that Glimpse the Impossible from Pack 1? Is it Disciple of Freyales, a reference to one of my favourite planeswalkers whose name I don't know if I pronounce correctly? Is it Emrakul's Messenger for being a fairy affected by Emrakul, even though Zendikar and Innistrad don't have fairies? Which, to my knowledge, may mean that this is the first time that we've seen Emrakul's influence on a plane other than one of those two. No, it is obviously Crabomination. And if you've seen any of my pack openings before, you'll know it's because Crab is easily the best creature type in the game. And with that, we're at the halfway point, and I just want to quickly mention that my Patreon has a new tier. It's £1, which I think is $1.50, and it supports me, plus it gets your name credited on screen at the end of my videos in a text scroll exclusive to the Lunar tier. Your name won't be huge, but it will be there. The catch for this low cost is that I'm limiting membership to only 1,000 people. So if you want to help me keep creating videos like this, you want to see your name on screen, and £1 or $1.50 doesn't break the bank, then come join me on the Moonbase by checking out my Patreon, linked in the description below. Pack 6. And oh my lord, I am jumping straight to the Spotlight card because look at that. We have Urza's Cave, a new land printed with the Urza's type, and a new card for Urzatron decks. That's not actually a deck that I play, so I don't know why this does it for me, but this is the card that I've been most excited about seeing opened so far. Pack 7. Wait a second, where's the land card? No, that's Eldrazi Repurposer. Wait, why is the land card up there? Yeah, look. You know what, I think the land was in a different spot in the last pack too. You haven't messed these up. No, okay, I believe you. That's weird. I wonder if it's because they're not basics. Well, whatever it is, I imagine it makes laying the cards out like this a nightmare. And oh yeah, look, you're right, those are all commons too. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Is it normally like this? Ah, screw it. The Spotlight card for this pack is Dream Drinker Vampire, for no other reason than that I just really like the art. I have no idea who these characters are, or what event or plane this is depicting. I just really like it. It's gorgeous colouring, look at it. Pack 8. And oh hey look, the land is in a different place again. I don't know man, whatever. The Spotlight for this pack is Pinnacle Monk, because even though the artwork depicts an Ifrit from Tarkir, unlike other cards that depict Ifrits, Pinnacle Monk has been given the creature type of Djinn. And according to this quote from Mark Rosewater's blog, link in the description, we are no longer going to be using Ifrit, so cards like Pinnacle Monk are likely to show up as Djinns going forward. I haven't looked into it, so I don't currently know what that's about, but yet another creature type scrapped from the game, I guess. So long, Ifrits. Pack 9. And hey, the land isn't in the land slot again. Yeah, I see it. I'm starting to understand how you confused the order when you dropped the cards earlier. Have packs always been this way? Maybe it's always like this and we've just never noticed. Maybe we're going mad. Well, speaking of losing our minds, the Spotlight card for this pack is It That Heralds the End, a 2-drop powerhouse Eldrazi following the same naming convention of Eldrazi before it, like It That Betrays and It of the Horrid Swarm. But weirdly, the version we opened up here is what is described as a retro frame, like old school Magic cards had. But, if I remember correctly, these kinds of non-artifact colourless cards didn't actually exist back then, and so when it came to making retro frames for cards like Khan the Great Creator, you know, modern cards that didn't previously exist when these old frames were being used, they had to invent a new frame that looked old but actually wasn't. Very weird, but hey, it's probably better than just reusing the artifact frames, which were brown instead of the greyish silver of the Eldrazi, and I bet that there are some people out there that will go nuts for this sort of thing. And with that, that's all 9 packs opened. Next time we'll open up this gift bundle edition and see what we get in there. But even though I said that this would be non-10, I can't leave without taking one last look at the cards that we opened. Mr. Hands, would you please sort and then scroll through all of the cards that we opened? Fantastic, thank you very much. I still think it's weird that WotC put out a modern set without modern decks, and because of that the format is still alien to me. It means I can't climb the barrier to entry in terms of price. Is this bundle the solution? If someone like me had bought this, would they be able to build a deck with it and get into Modern? I honestly have no idea. But hey, if you play Modern and you've seen something here that I haven't, take a look at all of these cards and feel free to tell me in the comments below what deck, if any, I could put together using them. If you do, and I remember, I'll even feature some of those comments in the video when we open up the gift bundle. Is it even possible to make a deck with what we've opened here? My gut instinct would be no. I mean, don't get me wrong, the individual cards are great and the power level of the set is sky high. It's just that I bet that even if someone had dropped the money to buy one of these bundles, they still wouldn't walk away with a playable deck for the format. I hope I'm wrong, and if I am, like I say, please point it out to me in the comments. Oh, and hey, look at that! We nearly got the full cycle of those lands. That's cool. A fun way to end it. Well, thank you again to Zatu for sending this to me, you beautiful maniacs. I'll link to their website below, but again, they are not a sponsor, that is not an affiliate link, I do not get money from them, and if you want to support me, the best way to do it is via my Patreon, also linked below. Though Zatu do seem cool though, so maybe check them out if you're looking to pick something up. I hope you enjoyed this video. How would you have felt if you'd have bought this and opened these cards? Is there a playable modern deck here that I'm just not seeing? Were Modern Horizons 3 bundles worth the price? I mean, everything else aside, that is a really nice quality box. I do love a good box. Thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you to everyone that supports me, like James Diamond, Eggboy the Particle that permeates all existence, and the rest of my patrons whose names are on screen now. I'd also like to thank the sponsor for this video, me on my Patreon page, where you can get your name credited on screen too. Check it out in the link in the description below. Hit the like button, leave a comment, install an ad block, and most importantly, subscribe and share this video with a friend. Hit the notification bell and do all those things the algorithm loves. If you agree or disagree with any of my points, or you want to see me do a video on another subject, let me know, and I will see you next time. So that's our 12 packs. No, it's not. So that's our 9 packs.